Hey folks, you don't need me to tell you that guns and kids can be a deadly combination. But with nearly as many guns in this nation as there are people, what's a parent to do? I say introduce your kids to guns. But how? Here's what I suggest. For those of you who have small children, I'm talking about 10 years or younger, buy them a toy gun. Start with a toy revolver. Teach them to practice the 4 basic rules of gun safety, which are, number 1, always treat a gun as it were loaded. Number 2, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Number 3, don't aim the gun at anything unless you intend to destroy it. And number 4, be sure of what is in line with your target. Have them recite and demonstrate those basic rules. Have them load and unload the toy gun safely. When they can recite and demonstrate those rules, as well as safely load and unload the gun, buy them a new toy gun. Buy them a toy semi-automatic, handgun, rifle, whichever they prefer. And if they prefer one of those evil so-called assault rifles that politicians can never seem to define, that would be just too sweet. Repeat the process. Buy them a toy lever action rifle and repeat the process. Finally, show them YouTube videos of what a real gun can do and why they must be careful. Hickok 45 is great. I've never heard him use profanity or inappropriate innuendo in any of his videos, and he's fun to watch. He shoots pumpkins, watermelons, and 2-liter bottles all the time. His videos provide a great opportunity for you to tactfully tell your child that that is what a gun can do to a person's head. In a matter of just a few short months, your child should be ready to handle a real gun under heavy adult supervision. Or, if it will make you feel better, graduate them to a BB gun. Start with them when they're about 7 or 8. There again, tick off a racist, sexist, bigoted, hoplophobic leftist and start them off at about 2 or 3. As for kids 11 and older, start them off with a real gun. Or, if it will make you feel better, start them off with a BB gun or a paintball gun. That is, unless they are hot-headed, doing drugs, or love and think big government is the answer to all their problems. Why introduce your kids to guns? Maybe you think you don't have to worry about this issue because you don't have guns in your house. But you do have to worry about it. Why? Because sooner or later, your child is going to go over to a friend's house and there are going to be guns in that house. That is, unless you forbid your kids to forge friendships with kids whose parents own guns. Yeah, good luck with that. And if that friend is anything like I was when I was a kid, that's dire news. My dad had guns in the house. I was under strict orders not to touch them. My dad never took me to the shooting range, never took me hunting, never discussed a topic with me. I think I can remember 3 occasions in all of my childhood when I saw him cleaning them. In all fairness to him, however, I was a hothead. I still afforded myself opportunities to get my hands on his guns. Several times during a 3 or 4 year stint, I would pretend like I was sick so I could stay home from school. My mom left for work and the coast was clear for several hours. While they were at work and I was home alone, I would get my dad's shotgun out and his little .22 rifle and play around with them, aiming at the ceiling, pulling the trigger, the whole 9 yards. I was about 12 to 15 at the time. Now, what if, 1, I had not been afraid to load the gun, or my dad had left them loaded, and 2, I was not alone, but had a friend over to show him my dad's cool guns. Not having guns in your house or not teaching your kids how to handle guns may very well be placing them in the very danger you are trying to protect them from. If your kid goes over to a friend's house and the friend whips out his dad's guns, what is your kid going to do? Is he going to say, "Somebody give me a hell yeah"? Or is he going to say, "Gotta go, bye"? What are you doing to make your kids safer? What about gun storage in home? Ideally, a gun safe would be in order. Depending upon the size and quality, prices range from $50 to the thousands. To store one gun or a couple of dozen, to keep your guns safe from kids and small-time crooks, or to slow down professional criminals. I would stay away from gun locks. They offer nothing but a false sense of security. One man did a video on YouTube where he picked a Beretta gun lock in 14 seconds. The link is in the description below. Definitely do not request one through Project ChildSafe. Another man did a video and successfully picked 4 locks in 23 seconds with 3 different tools. The link to his video is also in the description below. On a final note, it never made sense to me why anybody would keep a gun in the house for protection, locked up and stored in one place while the ammo was stored in another, or even together for that matter. It had to be a government bureaucrat that came up with that bright idea. You can do that if you want, but the coroner's office may very well be scraping your body off the floor one day. Thanks for watching, folks. Vigilant Defender here. Hope to see you next week.